Hey everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to Robot Boy. And in this video, well, you know the drill by now. This is things people say about Next, number 5. So this is the series that I started a few months ago now, and I've really enjoyed doing, where I take your comments from my videos and read them and discuss my thoughts and opinions on them and get back to you, and then you guys reply to that, and then I read back in the next video, and it's just great. It's really cool. So this is coming out this week. This week's going to be mad with the amount of content that's coming out. We've got Element 6 that is coming out tomorrow, if this video comes out on Monday, which I'm hoping it should do. Then later on in the week, so after covering Element 6 and whatever that is, later in the week we've also got another video in which it's not things people say about Next, it's things people say about the Xbox No Man's Sky. So what I'm going to be doing, that's a terrible name, I'm going to change that. Basically, I'm going to be taking the comments from the Inside Xbox video and reading them and responding to them about what people have said from an outsider's perspective for No Man's Sky. Obviously, all of you commenting on the previous No Man's Sky videos that I've made, you guys are already in the community, you already play the game, you already know what's up. I want to see what people are saying about the game who haven't played it and who are looking forward to No Man's Sky on Xbox when it releases for the first time on the 24th of July. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get straight into this video, and the first comment here is Doom Noodle / Sergeant Purge, and he's got a list of things here which I'm going to go through one by one. Now, well, he or she, Sergeant Purge says, between now and your previous things people say about Next video, I actually finally started playing No Man's Sky. I didn't have a proper PC before, and now I can say my true wish list for Next. Number 1, overhauled fauna and creature sounds. Yeah, so Element 4 that released a few weeks ago, it was the sound effect file of a new save starting up, which we assume is the No Man's Sky Next version of the game starting up, and we could hear some multiplayer features going on, but we could also hear some beefy, bassy, loud, creepy, echoey creature sound effects, which sounded so cool, so awesome, so epic. And I do think that that is a hint that we will be getting overhauled fauna overall, as well as just the audio. It will be something to do with the generation of the fauna, how they look, the stems of them, the bases of them, and how they will mesh and turn out. Number 2, overhauled lush planets. The other planets already look amazing. This kind of ties in with your point number 3, more planet types, lava planets, jungle planets, yeah. Overhauled lush planets. The thing with lush planets, they look beautiful, they're stunning, the colors are amazing, but the one thing I really miss from the game is something to do, density is the word I think this game needs. We really need dense forests, dense anything. There's always such a sparseness to the game. Even on the most dense of forest planets, especially the snowy ones, I found they have the most trees on them condensed together. There's always some sort of spread to them. And everything's always spread out so far that you never feel lost. You're never stuck in a load of bushes and you look up and you can't see the sky because there are so many trees. There's always space, and I do hope that the density of planets increases, as well as just obviously increasing the variety in them as well. Number 4, huge leviathan predators for underwater like Subnautica. Yeah, completely. If we're going to get overhauled underwater as well, which I hope, because at the moment underwater is just kind of dead, let's be honest, it's pretty bare and empty. I hope we get creatures under there. Let's say you're underwater finally. They give us a reason to go underwater for once. There's some rare minerals down there that you need to go deep down to get. And once you're down there in the darkness, you turn around and you see the reflection of an eye. And then suddenly 10 more eyes appear in the glow of your torch, and this huge megalodon-like creature is swimming around you. That would be so cool. Definitely some sort of huge underwater creature to make water and the ocean actually scary, but also magnificent to look at. Number 5, multiplayer. I don't want it, but a lot of people do, so I guess it's good. I mean, okay, so do you want that or not? Anyway, yeah, multiplayer, it's coming. Either way, so we know that's coming. Number 6, ship and exocraft customization. Other than that, the game is pretty amazing already, in my opinion. Yeah, exocraft customization would be so cool. We know exosuit customization is coming to the game. The fact that you can pre-order an Xbox suit, the X.O. suit. Oh my god. That is a hint that we can change what we look like specifically. So if we can do that, I'm assuming they would translate that ability over to our exocraft and our starships. Now, whether that's you can change the physicality of them, the actual build to them. You can actually see physical parts added to them if you were to upgrade them, or whether it's just a basic level of purely cosmetic where we can change the color schemes, add decals, different liveries to them, stuff like that. That would be cool for me. You know, imagine you and your crew finally in multiplayer, there's 4 of you. Even if you can't change how your ships look specifically, if you could just have them all the same color, maybe you want to all be flying around in a red and black ship. Hopefully you could do that even if your ships look different. I hope that option is in the game, similar to Exocraft as well. Can we change the colors for them? I hope that that's something that is explained in the next week. Now Wolverine says, I just can't believe it. Almost 1 more week. Kudos to all of us who stayed with this game. Amen, brother. The chosen few. If next becomes epic as it seems to be, bandwagoners would all come back, and I'd be one of those few who would tell him, glad to have you back. Okay, glad to have you back. You missed a lot. Fair enough. You know what? I was expecting a pretty sarcastic comment there. Pretty savage comment. A pretty savage response to people come back to the game. But you know what? You're right. This is the type of response we need to have, everyone. If someone's coming back to the game who may have hated it before, don't bash them. Don't hate back on them. Put it aside. Welcome them into the game. Arms open and bring them in. All of it's in the past, both from their perspective and from ours. If they hated the game, you know what? The fact that multiplayer was not in the game, and if someone didn't want the game because of that specific feature not being there, I completely understand that. Some people want multiplayer in the game, and knowing No Man's Sky didn't have it is a genuine reason for not buying the game. I have no problem with that. So the fact that it's now in the game and people are coming back to it because of that specific reason, let alone all of the new features that have been added in the first 3 updates, and let alone all of the other features that are going to be added in next, aside from just multiplayer, God, these people are going to have a whale of a time coming back, and we do need to encourage people to come back and open our arms and be friendly. So yeah, tell them we're glad to have you back. Excellent comment there. And Yurk says, I want to customize my ship and my multi-tool. Okay, so we talked about starships before, but multi-tool as well could be cool. Even if it's just something, like, again, the color, but I've spoken about this before, maybe even adding like a sight or something, you know, a scope would be cool. I don't know. Especially if combat's going to change, if PvP is going to become a thing, I'd hope that we do have a bit more control over our multi-tools as well. The Diamond Space Dragon says, my requests: to be able to hire aliens to protect your base and to be able to build turrets on a base. Ooh, this is a cool idea. Okay, so Diamond Dragon here is basically suggesting, I'm assuming this is in relation to PvP, right? So we're going to build our base in next. That's fine. At the moment, you can build your base, you leave it, you don't really need to worry about it. People can visit it and that's it. If PvP is going to be in the game, is looting going to be in the game? Is the ability to, well, grief other players? Can you literally steal things from other people? If you're away from your base, can someone go to your base and raid it? If that is the case, first of all, that would be awesome. Second of all, yeah, having NPCs, aliens to protect your base, building turrets, building defense systems would be so cool. You can leave your base, go off exploring still, or if this is the way you want to play, you could go out searching for players' bases, you see them, and it's an actual challenge to go in and raid them. You can't just be a sly dick and walk in and delete their base like some people have been doing lately. Anyway, moving on from that, at least if that's going to be in the game, give it some sort of challenge, give it some sort of gameplay purpose to it, and building up your base to protect it would give so much more purpose to having a base and working to maintain it, especially with your friends all working together to be like, let's build up a defense system in case anyone attacks while we're off. And let's say you've warped galaxies away, you're like 5 solar systems away, suddenly on your freighter you get a message pop up, your base is under attack, and you gotta warp your ass back to your base because you are being raided by another team and you gotta protect it at all costs because otherwise they're gonna get away with all your loot. I mean, ideally, a lot of people don't want that experience, I know, but for me, that would be so cool. The ability for that to even happen is a dream. So could that happen? We'll see. And Godsmack ends this video by saying, Robot Boy, question for the next video: what is the most important thing that you want to see in next, and why? You can only choose one. Thanks, mate. First of all, Godsmack, thank you for commenting. Thank you for keeping up on my videos. Appreciate you a lot. And this one, so one thing, if I could choose, Now this is going to expand into a few things, but the basis of it is improved generation. Yeah, I know that's a basic, boring go-to answer, but it's true. For me, if you've seen my videos before, you know I like screenshots. I just play the game to explore, in all honesty, at the moment. In Next, things might change. I might find new ways to experience the game, but for the time being, exploration is the thing that's kept me hooked. Flying to new planets, seeing new things. But to be honest, it has got a bit stale. You do see the pattern in the generation after a while. You do start seeing things that you think, nah, I have seen that before. I'm just going to go to the next planet. It does become repetitive. I don't know how you can't say that's not the case at the moment. So when I say improved generation, yeah, obviously I mean more biomes, more assets, etc. But I also, in particular, want bigger scale. Again, in reference to the trees that I was talking about earlier. But bigger mountains. At the moment, mountains are just large slopes. I want to see like massive vertical mountains, miles high, that take a genuine trek to get up them. Valleys, super deep. Canyons that go deep down into the planet. Massive, massive plains. Massive fields that suddenly end with huge mountains. And of course, this would be accompanied with a better draw distance, plus a cloud generation, etc. to really give us that sense of scale and be able to see how large things go off into the distance. But yeah, generally improved terrain generation, and of course that matches with fauna as well, but generally the terrain generation is what I want to see. And let's wrap up that video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this week is going to be manic. As I say, this video should be coming out on Monday, which means that Element 6 is going to release tomorrow, which is Tuesday. There's a countdown on it on the Waking Titan Twitch, which I'll leave a link for in the description below. And then later in the week, as I said, I'm going to be reading the Inside Xbox comments as well. And on Friday is the start of the Extraction event, which I'll cover over the weekend. But the main thing I actually want to talk about on Friday is a special surprise video. It's kind of in conjunction with me just tipping over the 2,000 subscriber mark. Thank you again for that. It's going to be in conjunction with that. It's going to be well, not really celebrating. It's going to be in relation to something else as well. Something I feel very passionate about. Something very dear to my heart. And it also involves something a bit different. It's a different art form on this channel. But something that you guys know that I am interested in. Something experimenting with. And I'm not going to go too much more into it. I want to keep it a bit more elusive. You guys will see on Friday. I'll drop a tease maybe on Thursday. But yeah, stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. I hope to see what you guys think. And then before we know it, it will be Tuesday and No Man's Sky Next will be up. So anyway, I mean, I'm going to do another one of these videos, things people say about Next. But by the time I make the next one, No Man's Sky Next is going to be out, which is crazy to say. In which case, I'm going to be making the same videos, things people say about Next, but it'll be once Next is out, and it'll be reading your thoughts. What do you like about it? What do you not like? And we'll be looking at it in review, which is insane to think about. So, but of course, leave your comments anyway. I still want to read them. They won't feature in the next video because that'll be looking at the current features of Next, but still let me know. I want to see what you guys think. And yeah, what are you looking forward to this week? What do you think Element 6 is going to be? Seeing as we still have 24 hours before that happens. Let me know. And as always, please give the video a like if you enjoyed, and do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.